Alright, it's 1:30 in the morning and I'm recording a review for a Bond movie. Yay! Alright, so next was Timothy Dalton's second and final film, unfortunately, as he's really good in these. License to Kill, and you know I'm going straight to your heart. Yes, another great song. It's a slow one, but you know what? I like it. And one thing I need to mention is I forgot to mention it because it doesn't really add anything to the plot of the previous film. But Felix Leiter was in The Living Daylights. He was played by John Terry, and he did nothing. Nothing. And John Terry, as much as I like him in Lost, nothing here. Didn't do anything. But I had to say that because we also have Felix Leiter here, and he's played by a different actor again, only this time he's actually played by someone who's played him before, David Hedison, who played him in Live and Let Die. Live and Let Die, another great song. So the story this time is that Felix Leiter, now played by David Hedison, years after he played him in Live and Let Die, he is going to get married. But on the way that, and Bond is his best man, and he's now a DEA agent in the 2 years that he was CIA in the last one, and now he's DEA. So in 2 years he became, could happen I guess. And on the way to the wedding, and they get news that a criminal named Sanchez is on the move. I don't know why, and we get this scene that shows you that this is going to be the darkest Bond film at this point. I don't know if it gets darker than this, but you have Sanchez breaking in to a little cabin thing where his girlfriend, played by Delisa Soto, yes, Kitana from Mortal Kombat, and some guy who looks like Huey Lewis are in bed sleeping because she just had sex with him. Sanchez breaks in and he's like, what did you... Sanchez, by the way, is played by Robert Davi. I love Robert Davi, and he's a great villain in this. He comes in and he goes, what did he promise you? His heart? He looks at his henchman and he goes, cut out his heart. Takes him away, and you hear him screaming as he's beating her in the ass or something with a whip or whatever it is. And then, yeah, then we get them moving in on him. Bond captures Sanchez in a scene that would be homaged, give inspiration to Christopher Nolan in The Dark Knight Rises. There's also another one later on which would also inspire him for a Joker chase in The Dark Knight. So, you know, maybe Nolan should direct a Bond film. Who knows? But I don't know if he would suit a Bond franchise. Nothing about it. But anyway, maybe he would cast Christian Bale as Bond. Ooh, wouldn't be a bad fit. But anyway, so Felix gets married, and he gets married to Terry from Three's Company, and he gives a present to 007, to quote Roger Moore's James Bond, a genuine Felix Leiter. And gives it to him. And then he says his goodbyes as he's, saying goodbye that night. And, Terry, I don't remember, was it Della? Says, oh, James, the rule is whoever catches this is getting married next. And he's like, no. Well, James, she throws at him and he looks at it and he just walks away. And then this is where, he explains he was married once, but that was a long time ago. Which brings into question, how old is James Bond really? He was in his mid to late 30s when he started this back in 62. Or 61. Or 62. And then when Roger Moore came along Moore was in his mid-40s, and Connery by that point was close to his early 40s, mid-40s, whatever. But by the time that Roger Moore stopped, he was in his mid to late 50s. So, yeah. And now Timothy Dalton was in his mid-30s again. So, how does that work? Ooh, I don't know. But yes. And so then Sanchez breaks loose thanks to a crooked DEA agent named Killefer, who gets it later. And Sanchez breaks in and they rape and murder his wife. And then they take Felix Leiter and they have his leg bitten off by a shark. You remember 2 movies ago when it started with, we started the film with Roger Moore skiing down the slope to the Beach Boys, California Girls. Yeah, we're not there anymore, folks. No. Gone are the days of the goofiness. So because of this, Bond finds out that Sanchez escaped, goes back to Felix's house, finds Della dead, and finds Felix barely living with one of his feet, which is actually taken from the novel. There's a note that says, he was eaten by something that he didn't agree with, or something like that. Yes, and I should mention that Benicio del Toro is in this. He plays the henchman, Dario, and he has a great line. Probably one of my favorite lines from this film is when they're getting ready to do the shark thing with Felix, and he asks where his wife was, and he says, "Don't worry, we gave her a nice honeymoon." I like that line. You know, it's a mean line, but I like that line. So Bond is now on a revenge mission, and he is stopped in his mission by M, who shows up and tells him that he's supposed to be on another mission, an actual mission. Bond says, "Then I resign," and M says, "No, you can't do that." So he runs away. He's not part of this, and this is very different. He's not sent out by M on a mission. He's doing this to get revenge for Felix Leiter. Eventually, he meets up with a contact of Felix's named Pam Bouvier, who is the main Bond girl of the movie. We also have Lupi, and she's alright. Talisa Soto was hot, but I like Pam, especially when she has the short hair. Dario shows up, and so there's this fight, and it also includes a swordfish. Eventually, Bond gets a plan that he's going to infiltrate Sanchez's organization and make him believe that people are, scamming him, or he can't trust certain people, like this, what's his name, Fesk, whatever. This guy, this sleazy guy with a mustache, West. I don't care. Trying to make him believe that he's turning on him and stuff. And here's the thing, though. Bond infiltrates, and to find out he's a former British agent. Here's the thing. At the beginning of the movie, Bond is not wearing a helmet when he helps Felix and the DEA capture Sanchez. Sanchez didn't see him. He looks back several times to see what's going on. He didn't see him once. I was waiting for the twist where he knew it was Bond the entire time, and he was like one step ahead of Bond than the whole time. Like, no. And conveniently, Dario is not there until it's convenient for him to be there and screw it up when they're pretty much done with the whole thing. They hadn't killed the sleazy guy, which is the cool explosion thing that they do. He tricked him into doing that, saying he stole all the money and stuff. Yeah. And Q is in this way more than any other Bond film. He actually gets to go out to the field because he was sent by Moneypenny, who is credited as being in the film, even though we don't actually see her. Not that I remember. But, excuse me, Q it sort of helps 007 and Pam with their mission. So he helps out. And it's cool to see Q out in the field, you know? The guy was in his 70s at the time, but, yeah, still pretty good. And Sanchez's plan, though, confuses me. Mixing cocaine with gasoline or petrol and putting it into trucks. I don't know if they explained a specific science to it, but if you mix cocaine with anything that's liquid, it ruins the cocaine. It's like putting flour into water. Right? It doesn't work that way. Unless there's some kind of special formula to do it and they explained it and I just went over my head. You can't mix gasoline and cocaine together. It'll ruin something, right? Apparently not. I don't know. Dario dies. There's another character in this film called Sharky. And, because they're saying that, Felix's leg gets chopped off by a chainsaw. And Sharky says, nuh-uh, I know what a shark butt looks like. I'm like, get it? Because his name is Sharky. And he dies because, of course, all of Bond's allies that are not main characters or Bond girls have to die because, except for Tiger Tanaka, I don't remember him dying. Or by the way, the presidente of the fake country of Isthmus in this film is Pedro Madera's Jr., son of Pedro Madera Sr., who was Kirambe in From Russia with Love. And if I'm mispronouncing his last name, I'm sorry, but it was kind of cool to hear that. And also, Wayne Newton is helping Sanchez. He's playing a character that's basically Wayne Newton, but a different character named Forster, something like that. Something like that. I hadn't paid attention, but he's helping him sell the cocaine. By the way, he finds it in so that sleazy guy says it's maggots, but they look like white worms, which I guess you could say that's maggots. He throws at the face. Kind of cool. And then the final chase has Sanchez in a gas truck and Bond chasing him, and Sanchez is sprayed with the gas cocaine stuff, and he whips out the Felix lighter, sets Sanchez on fire. There's that. And there's some kind of weird love triangle with Lupe and Pam. And, she tells Pam that she's in love with him. And, it's really just to get to her. And I thought, this is going to end up with Pam, stepping up. She's going to be... And in the end, they kiss. And I thought Pam was going to jump in. Because she's shown to be this strong female character who can sneak a shotgun into a bar somehow. And I thought she was going to, pull him apart. But then she just runs off. I'm like, what? I thought they were leading up to this. And then Bond realizes he wants to be with Pam, even though he just kissed Lupe. And he says, the Presidente is better for you anyway. So she's going to bang the Presidente, I guess. And he jumps off a ledge into a pool. And then he ends up with Pam. Okay, because you got to end with him and the Bond and the Bond girl. And, yeah, some would say this is the end of the classic age. I do think these are both pretty good. I kind of liking The Living Daylights a little bit better than this, because I really enjoyed that. I found myself kind of wandering off during this, but that doesn't mean anything. This was a really good movie. I kind of have to think on which one I like better. I thought I was going to like License to Kill better because I've been told that it's darker and it's the better of the two, but I actually really like The Living Daylights, so I don't know. But we finished up Timothy Dalton now. Move on to Pierce Brosnan in the next one. But yeah, this was pretty good. Taking another break because, as I mentioned before, I'll say it again right now. Tubi, horror, weekend, duh. this weekend, starting tomorrow. I wake up, I'm gonna pick a movie to watch, and that's gonna be the first movie. And on Sunday will be, I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna tell you all the movies I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna tell you the three for Sunday because it's obvious. The three original Stepfather movies I'm doing for Father's Day. So keep out for those on Sunday. So yeah, I'm getting tired. So I'm not gonna go to bed. I'm gonna relax now. So what are your thoughts on License to Kill? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty. I'll see you in the next one.